Just a minute.
I know that this isn't going to be very easy, but I was just out there all alone in the world, and I got so scared because all I could think about was how I had no place in this world. But then just out of nowhere, I realized that there was one place in this world that I did have, and that was with you. So I flew, and I took a taxi to get to you, and I just had to come see you. Then you're not who Hi. I just 1 second. You're, this is the house. I'm so sorry. Does Daniel Harding live here? I'm looking for Daniel Harding.
You're
looking for Daniel Harding. Yeah, he lives here. I thought, but... Oh. He doesn't, does he? Oh. I am so sorry. I am so embarrassed. Like, who is this woman and what is she doing here? I just honestly thought that he'd be here. I mean, I always thought that he'd be here. Always. Do you know him? He's a big guy, big, tall guy. He played basketball, all Eastern Maine Center. Strong. Do you know him? He played hockey too. Oh! Don't even answer that. I know that's a horrible question to ask a person who lives in a small town. I mean, as if everybody in a small town knows everybody else. When his parents passed away, he kept the house. I heard he lived here. He stayed here, I thought. He was one of the ones who stayed. I didn't stay. I went away.
Most people do.
Yeah, and I guess he did too. I never thought he would. I guess I lost track. You gotta hold on to people, or you'll lose them. I wish there was something you could keep them in case you need them. Oh, look, there he is! I found him. Boy, it's cold. I forgot.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I took a taxi here from Bangor to see him.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's 163 miles.
Yeah, this place is a little farther away than I remember.
Why did you do that?
Well, because I could only fly as close as Bangor, and I needed to get to him as fast as I could.
Why?
Because I want to answer a question he asked me.
Oh?
Well, the last time I saw him, he asked me a very important question, and I didn't answer it, and that's just not a very nice thing to do to a person.
Well, that's being a little hard.
He asked me to marry him.
Oh. And you...
Didn't answer him. No.
Wow.
And that's why I'm here, to answer him. I mean, I didn't answer him in the first place because I didn't have an answer at the time. I was going to college, and the night before I'm about to go off into the world and do what I hope and dream, he asks me, "Will you marry me?" I mean, come on, I was leaving in the morning. What was I supposed to do? I told him that I'd have to think about it and that I'd think it over overnight and then I'd be back in the morning before the sun came up with an answer, and then I left. I left him standing right there. And I didn't make it back with an answer before the sun came up or at all.
That sounds like an answer to me.
No, that wasn't my answer. I just went off into the world, and that's not an answer. And
what?
I think he thought I'd say yes.
Well, a guy's probably not gonna ask a girl that question unless he thinks she's gonna say yes.
I know. And I'm worried that he probably waited up all night just hoping for me to come by, and I just want to tell him that I know now that you just can't do a thing like not answer a question like the one he asked me. You can't do that to a person, especially to somebody you love.
You loved him?
Well, I don't know. We were kids, and... Yes, I did. I do. I feel like I dashed his hopes and dreams.
Oh, come on. You give yourself too much credit. He was young. That's all you need to get your hopes dashed. Be young. And everybody starts off young, so everybody gets their hopes dashed. And besides, I don't think you really dashed his hopes. Because if you dash someone's hopes, well, that's kind of a nice way to let them down, because it hurts, but it's quick. If you'd have said no, that would have been dashing his hopes. But you didn't say no. You said nothing. You just didn't answer him at all. And that's killing hope the long, slow, painful way. Because it's still there. Just hanging on never really goes away. And that's kind of like giving someone a little less air to breathe every day till they die.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
For what?
I don't know.
Goodbye, Hope.
Bye. I am so sorry to have bothered you. It's just, I was out there all alone in the world with no place in it, and I realized what I'd done to him, to Danny, and that with him was my place in the world, and... Wait. You called me Hope. How did you know my name? Danny?
Hello, Hope.
Danny, I can't even...
Yeah, I know. I know.
So much smaller. It's like...
Yeah. I lost a lot of hope. That'll do a number on you.
Danny, I am so...
It's okay. Because you know something? You're early.
What?
You're early. You said you'd be back before the sun came up, and Jesus and Crow, the sun's not anywhere close to being up yet. Just went down a few hours ago. Look how early you are. That's good of you. So, a taxi all the way from Bangor
Yeah.
to tell me...
Hon? Dan? Honey? Who's there?
Just someone needs directions.
It's awful late for directions.
Yeah, Suzette, listen, I'll be right in.
Okay.
What?
I hope you find it, Hope. Your place in this world. Bye.
Goodbye. Danny. Yes.
All right, Dave. You're in. You're inside.
This is the porch.
It's winterized. All right, Dave. What do you need to tell me in here that you couldn't tell me outside?
Well, I got something here for you.
What is it?
Well, boy, that was fun out there tonight, huh?
Yeah.
20 miles out there,
Yeah.
beans and pranks at the Snow Movement Club,
Yeah.
20 miles back and a couple of beers at the Moose Patty.
Awesome!
Yeah, and boy, you really flew on your new sled, man.
It's a Polaris,
Yeah,
man!
I know, you really whooped my butt.
Well, that's what you get for riding an Arctic cat. You get your butt whooped. And I whooped it.
I know.
Whooped your butt.
I know.
Whooped it!
I know.
Whooped your butt, Arctic cat man.
I know. I'm not saying you didn't.
That was fun.
So, Rhonda, this is, well, we've been together now.
Together?
Well, we've been friends for quite
Together? What do you mean by together?
Well, we've been together.
Are you getting all girl on me?
So here.
What are you doing here, bud?
Open it.
Together? I'm not sure about this together business.
Just open it.
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it?
Well, it's a picture,
Yeah?
a painting.
Yeah?
Where did you get this? It looks homemade.
What do you mean it looks homemade?
Well, it just looks like somebody actually painted it.
Someone actually did paint it.
Did you paint this?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Why?
Well, because I
mean,
thought...
thank you.
There you go. That's what people say. There you go. You're welcome.
So, Dave, I didn't know you painted.
Well, yeah. Now, this... This is, well, I've been taking adult ed art, you know, over at the high school. Merle Haslam's teaching them, and they're real good. And this is my attempt at one of those stare at it until you see the things. You ever see one of these? Well, some of the old painters used to do it with dots, and they called it, they called it a something. But I did it with little blocks of color, see? And if you just look at the blocks of color, there's just blocks of color. You step back, take the picture in as a whole, and they're not just little blocks of color. They're a picture of something.
A picture of what?
Well, I'm not just gonna tell you, you gotta figure it out.
Come on, Dave.
No, and it can take a little long and be a little frustrating,
Well,
but...
then why are you going to give me something that's going to frustrate?
Damn it, no, I just mean you just gotta try not to look at it, you know? You just gotta kinda look at it, so it doesn't know you're looking at it. Just, you gotta trick it. Yeah. Trick it. Damn it. Trick it. Trick it. Trick it.
Dave, this is stupid. I don't see anything.
No, you were doing good.
Dave!
All right, try this. Just do what you usually do around the house at night, and then just check it out real casual-like.
Okay, well, I usually have a bud and then talk to you on the phone.
Oh, all right, I'll get you a bud, and then you can talk to me. And
No.
Well, why not?
I'm all out of bud. I only got Natty Light.
Well, okay, I'll get you a natty light, and you can...
No.
Why not, Rhonda? It's what people who've known each other for a long
It's a
time,
trick
too.
thing. I could trick it.
Hey!
I'm tricking it.
Rhonda,
I'm tricking
come on!
it. I'm tricking
Quit it! How many years I know you? Come out here every Friday night and I've never been inside your house for beers? That's unnatural, Rhonda. It's unnatural.
I don't care what
Let's
it
do
is.
it.
I
The
gotta
natural
trick
thing
this
is you
I
go
gotta sit.
inside and
Hey,
have a couple of
quit running
beers.
this up. Jeez, I'm crow. I gotta trick this thing.
You're doing it wrong. Shh. You gotta trick it. Trick it.
Okay. I got something.
Yeah?
Yeah. Roadkill.
What?
Roadkill. Dead raccoon in the middle of the road.
No, it's not roadkill.
Okay, a dead deer. A dead bloody deer in the middle of the
Dead
road.
deer, Rhonda? I'm not gonna paint a dead deer in the
Okay, a
middle
dead
of the road.
bloody moose in the
Rhonda,
middle of the road.
no, I'm not gonna
Dave,
paint a
I'm sorry, I
dead
can't
moose.
see what it
Come
is.
on.
Don't ahead. Jeez, I'm crow.
Really can't see it?
No.
Well, can I give you a hint?
Yeah. Why did you do that?
Well, 'cause
What? Don't ever do that again, ever, and get out of here.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Rhonda,
What?
you really are what they say.
What do they say?
That you're a little hung up there?
Who said that?
Everybody?
Everybody who?
Everybody. Town, Rhonda, that's what people say.
When?
When they're talking. They say that you're a little hung up there, so I gotta be a little persistent there, they say, and boy, were they right.
Who says that?
Suzette?
Suzette.
Yeah, and Dan.
Suzette and Dan Harding said I'm a little hung up there and you gotta be persistent there?
Yeah.
Well, who else?
Phil and Marcy.
Phil and Marcy.
Yeah, and Randy and Chad.
Randy and Chad.
And Lendl and
Lendl
Gail and
and
Jimmy and
Gail.
Sandrine and Marvelyn and Eric and East.
East.
And that's just to name a few.
Well, I love those guys. And I am good to those guys. That's talking about me. And that's mean.
No, Rhonda. I don't think they were being mean when they said that to me. I think they were just trying to warn me what I was getting myself into with you. Because they like you. And me. Us. They're rooting for us, Rhonda.
Who's rooting for us?
Everybody. Jimmy, Sandrine, Lendl, Gail,
They never
East.
told me they were rooting for
Well,
us.
that's because you're a little hung up there, Rhonda. It's just... I'm sorry if I made you mad at me. I don't know what I did. All I did was give you a kiss, you know? You couldn't just give me one back. It's the polite thing to do. You know, get a kiss, give a kiss. It's very fair. Why not just give me a kiss, Rhonda?
I don't know how.
What?
I don't know how. I've never done it before.
What do you mean?
I won every arm wrestling contest from 5th grade on, and I work in plywood at Bushy's Lumber Mill. And that's not exactly what most men want.
Okay, now where'd you get that
From everybody.
Well, I gotta tell you, Rhonda, you got it wrong. Because I know a lot of guys that take good, long looks at you. Wait a second. So that, you've never have had...
No!
Well, gosh, I think that's kind of neat, you know? Here, just do me a favor. How about you give me a kiss and just see what happens? And I won't make fun of you or nothing bad like that, I swear.
No. I got a trick with me. I gotta see what it is. Okay, is it apples, cherries, big strawberry rhubarb pie? I'm not sure what it is. Oh, I see it. Oh, Dave. I see it.
Yeah?
It's good. You're good at this.
And you're good at this.
I thought it'd be hard, but it's not at all. And I feel like I'm gonna do it for a really long time, but there's also something that comes next. But I don't know what it is.
I do. Next? Next?
Yeah.
Well, let's go inside and then I'll show you.
Wait! How long's it gonna take?
I don't know.
Well, wait a minute. We're working first shift tomorrow.
Says who?
Like you and I, we'd call in. We'd call Chad. We're calling in because you and I were not working any shift or first shift tomorrow. You come inside and show me what's next, Mr. Arctic Cat Man.